Hey guys, and welcome back to Shadow Empire with me, Time and Tactics. It's time to dig in some more into the Hexapeak region. We are surrounding one unit of Free Folk Marauders here. They have slightly better stats than they did before, actually. I think they have better today than last time I looked at it. 31, wasn't that 26? We'll see how that goes. We are surrounding them here, and I think at this time, now we should have our truck stop ready to go. If I select this hex, construction is finished now. That will give us another, 100 truck points, no, 800 truck points there. If we were to look at the other truck stop we have over here, well, the transport hub in the city, it generates 400, so 50 truck AP. Let's go to the reports and take a look. And I do want to look at reports because I did forget about a few things last time. There's just a wealth of information here. Let's see. Urgent issues, first of all. There's nothing there. A little bit replacement, but let's leave that alone. Cabinet, I don't think I have anything here. Demand. We do have our BP production. Has to reach 136. We have 2 of those demands. We are at 120 now. But I think because we finished this turn. We did finish the bureaucratic office. We should be good there. Looking at our treasury cash flow, are we still doing good on that? 75 to 67. That's good. The victory points are not in our favor, right? We're dropping down to 3rd place now out of the 3 of us. So we have 15 points, not because of the population, but because of our planetary control, geography. How many hexes do we control? We control the least. If we look at the trade report, we can see here in the private section that we're importing from non-aligned forces zone number 10, I think this refers to, and zone number 13. Look at zone 13, fuel. That must mean, I'm sure of it, well, I'm not sure, but I'm guessing that there is fuel there. If we take that zone, then we can get some of that for our own uses. And up here we have high-tech parts and rare earth metals. Does that mean that there is a deposit somewhere? We have to keep that in mind. I don't know if I can see it. 10 and 13, if we go in here, zones, we know landing is one of the non-aligned forces here, as you can see there, but there's no number associated with it. So I don't actually know if that is 10 or 13. We still have 1 spy in landing zone, which is up here, so that's good. Let's keep it, well, I guess we have seen pretty much everything we're going to see in there, I think. Prospecting says that we have discovered 1 oil deposit. We did do that. We have to take a look at that on the map. I have not reviewed it yet. 1 metal deposit and a private factory showed up there, and 2 water deposits, which we don't need. We already have water. In the mining overview, we can see here there is an oil field here at 5111. That's the one we found out about last time. If you remember in the video there, it said we found an oil field. We have Hexapeak metals, that's that level 1. It doesn't say it's private, but that is the private one. And if we go to the letterbox, we basically get a quick overview of what happened when the turn started. So we gained the regime feat, the free market, we have to look at that. Model Design Council, we developed a new model. We got line troops too. That's going to be interesting to upgrade our current units. We got a couple of more stratagems. And we got some news from the Syndic Union. So you can always go here. Oh, look at this. They didn't say that in the news, in the video, right? But Fornakis adapted to Syndic Union, his heart profile has been removed. That's fine. Okay, with that, let's go ahead and take a look at the map. 5111, well, I already see it. It's over here. 5111. There is some oil. Looking down in the information box, it's level 9. That's the ease of mining, so it's very easy to mine. There is 24,000 reserves available there. We should definitely take that. We're currently making 80. So that could be a priority to do. If we don't do it, we might get what we found here, a private building that will set up shop over there outside Pippidorf. But that's fine. Now that's going to be very far away from Hexapeak. Need to make sure we get our road set up there. They may do it themselves, the private one, if they set up shop before we do. The negative to that is that's going to be private. We don't get nearly as much. If you look at the metal mine here, we get 35 metal. Then there's 60 private metal as well. That will be the same thing here. What we could do, we could privatize it for 500. I think it's 500. Actually, it is 1,000 to privatize this one. So it'll be very expensive. If we want to get this one under our control, we may want to do it right away. When do we need oil or fuel? Well, we need it for tanks, I would think. Anything that moves, that is not just a simple soldier. Planes, right? So it would be helpful to have it. If we select that hex and then go to the construction menu, and we'll take a look at the mining. Oil drilling facility, yeah, it's available. 2 rounds, 2 machinery, 2,000 workers, 250 metal, and 250 industrial points. So we can certainly do it. And we gain 500 fuel per round. Let's start construction.
Roger that.
Let's not forget about Hexapeak itself. We go to check out Hexapeak and go to the civilization score. Health score is 12. Why is that? Do we have any assets here? We can look. Farm, scavenging, transport hub, waste. Look at this. Here's a library. Now, library is a private asset. As we can see here, it's an education asset, providing education, quality of life. And we can see education is up to 6 now, just because of that. That's the library here. Here we have something called a waste disposal service, provides health. That's why we're doing better here now. 12 in that. Security, we have nothing. Entertainment, we have nothing, is my guess. Here, based on this, we can go to page number 2. Nope, wait a minute. There's a park as well. This park provides, it doesn't say here, but it says entertainment here. So they're able to get that going for us. Let's go with the reports. So Economic Council, what are we doing here? Discovery, 25%, investing into that. That makes sense to me that we should do quite a bit of that. We're doing research into university. That would be the education score. Okay, it's not bad. Security, actually now I look at it, we could build a barracks there in Hexapeak. Well, I just realized since we have not yet researched barracks here, they're discovered, we're not going to have an option to build them. The only one we can build is hospital, anything in green. Okay. So we have the new oil field being used, producing our building, the drilling rig. It's going to take 2 turns, it says. But we also have that 1 feat that we gained. Let's look at that. Let's go to our profile. And if you remember from the letterbox information or from the video, we gained a free market regime feat, this one. We get a private economy bonus of 40%. We're going to increase our quality of life. The stratagems we get from having this feat are gift to faction. We can now give a gift of 1,000 credits to a faction. And private investment. We need to have the Economic Council, which we do, so we might generate this one. With a relatively small effort, we can persuade some of our capitalists to invest in this zone. There's a chance to get this one, and this one, and this one. Yeah. So let's now take a look at our units. Remember, we did get a new unit, an upgrade to a unit actually is what we got. Let's go to management. We go to our models, and we can see here we have 2 of them. The line troops, they are infantry. They are right now set up to be no designation. So the quality level is set to none. This is something you control yourself, and it goes hand in hand with this screen here. Right now, I'm going to set the line troops, the regular ones, to low quality, and line troops 2 to regular. Now, if we look down here, we can see we have line troops 2 selected, and because we have that, we see right here how many units there are with line troops 2. None. If I select line troops 1, we can see we have 900, and out of those, we have 900 are sitting in low quality. And right now, we're allowing that. I'm going to change that to tolerate. Saying tolerate means that we're not going to replenish with line troops if somebody dies. So in this case, we have 900 out of 1,000. But we are going to allow the regular units here to be able to reinforce if we lose units. So in this case, what that means is, as long as our SHQ down here has units of type line troops 2, they're going to send them out to that unit. However, we don't have any. We have 200 RPG militia here. I guess they were produced to fill in our militia units. So now that we know that we have line troops 2, how do we get them into the different battalions and regiments? Well, we could just go to our line troops over here. We have 900 of them, and we can say upgrade. And by upgrading, those 900 We can have a maximum of 1,000, but there's only 900 right now. We can upgrade them, all 9 units, to line troops 2 by doing this here. And it's going to be produced and shipped, and it's going to be logistical points here, 18, as you can see here. If instead what we want to do is just add 1 more unit so we get 1,000 here, we can go to our SHQ and we can tell it to create 1 more unit. Here we're missing 1, line troops 2. If I create 1, there's only 1 available, only 1 slot available. We can create more if we wanted to. But if we create 1, produce. Now, it's going to be shipped out and put here. So ideally here, what I would want to do is, I would just say, go ahead and upgrade all of the 900 that we have already. So let's do that here as well. So upgrade from 1 to 2. Upgrade how many line troops to line troops 2? So we're going to do all 9. That's going to be 18 metal and 36 industrial points. We'll take that. Upgrade.
Affirmative.
All right. So now if we look at them, we have line troops 2. That happened automatically. The other units will be sent in as reinforcements. And I think we are done here. We're not going to move them here. We have an extra spare unit here. Yeah, that looks good to me. We'll stay put here and go to the next turn. The Shire, round 20. We killed 200 infantry. Bureaucracy is still going on. 4 turns, that will change. Let's see if we're able to fulfill our promises or demands. Our BB production is at 226 points, and that is higher or equal to the 136 that we promised to our subjects. And we did that twice actually, so we have 2 things we fulfill the demands. Admin level risen to level 5, and Fate Stratagem Pack awarded. Key regime level increase. And we gained 4 new Fate stratagems. Fate, expensive but very good. And we gained 1 new stratagem. Commercial project. Worker happiness is at 72. Well, I think that's going up actually. Now let's go ahead and take a look. Remember we got that 1 unit of line troops 2 in the SHQ. That's this one here. I don't see it here. Commander of SHQ. It's not here. Let's see if we have a full complement here. We do have a full complement now, so that worked as expected. But before we go on, oh no, I see something here. Let's go ahead and take a look at the history. Okay, we'll start here at step 1. There, they attacked here. Okay, motorized militia unit. We lost nothing, they lost 200. And that's it. But now they moved in. Let's go back to the map. 33 here, I doubt it. Recon 43. Recon here is 125. I'm pretty sure there's 10 here. So we can probably take this one out now. It's looking decent. And this one was attacked. Let's go ahead and line them up. I'm curious what this unit's going to do. If we tell them, press M to attack. By itself, 1 to 1.2. That's not too bad. What do we get? Readiness modifier. Okay, readiness is down. 30% there. Hit points and attack values. Experience is 16%. The total modifier is negative. Offensive power is 70. Total 57. They get the opposites. They get to 70 instead. What is their main benefit? Entrenchment. Readiness is not good. They just attacked. Experience, they're fairly experienced as well. Okay, now if I add more units, what do we get? Do we have anything we want to make sure? We have our machine gun. They're not going to be very effective, but if we attack with them, at least they get experience, I would think. So now we're looking at 1.2 to 1. Okay, let's just go ahead and fill them in. This 20 here, which is on the opposite side, is going to give us the most concentric modifier. 3.6 to 1. That's not bad. We can maybe leave these 2 off. We'll see. There's 1. And then this one over here. 7 to 1. I think it's likely we're going to take them out if we leave these 2, and then they can defend against... There's a unit here, right? If I were to add this one in, I think we're going to go up way higher. Maybe that is better. Yeah, we'll go for that, I think. Because our concentric modifier is 150 now. It's going to be 200 if we pick 1 more unit. Oh, there is 1 more here. Ah, it's this one over here. Okay. We'll take it. We'll leave this one alone. It doesn't need to attack, because if it does, it's going to lose readiness. So I think we'll go down here and attack. Let's do it. And this time we get information about them right away. They have an entrenchment of 50. Okay. Readiness is 46. We have 80. And we should win this one. Let's go for the next round.
Fire in the hole!
One dead. Let's keep going. Yeah, they're retreating, all of them. I think we lost... Did we lose anything? No. A few retreating. Not bad. When you get that solid blue arrow, that's when they're gone.
Mission successful!
Excellent. Textual, what did we lose? We traded with 200 and 200 here. Dead, some militia died. That's it. That's not bad. Okay, now we took them. We can then advance in here, for instance. This unit is not in combat. I am... Are we going back up here? We're going back up to hold this area, I think. Yeah, we'll do that. I'll move up here. It's going to be a poor supply, though. It's going to be a poor supply here. Building a road up north is going to be helpful anyway. We're going to need a city of some kind. Maybe right in the middle here. Maybe a city down here as well. So building a road going up this way would be a good idea, I think. For now, let's just move in with our units. Where do we have our regular ones? There. They're going to be in combat. We have 4 left there and 10 left here. This is the best one, right? We'll move them up here so they can help out. We'll go up there as well. These are motorized. Not the best. I prefer not to have too many of them. Let's keep them back here, close to the road, and they can help out where it's needed. Instead, we'll take the ones that are pure infantry. Move them up here. That looks pretty good. We also take the grenade, or not grenade, the Galactic Republic unit, and move them down here. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep it like that. Do we want to get more roads? We can get regular roads. And having a truck points here means we're going to get more supply this way. We have 42 industrial points left. I think I will do it by pressing R. Dirt road. Let's go up here. So escape out of that. I should have gone this way, up, instead of going this way. But that's fine. We'll leave it at that. I think they should be okay against this one unit. And let's go back to reports and take a look. Letterbox. Demand resolved. 226, which is fantastic. That means we're going to have many more BPs available here. What else in letterbox? Key regime level increase. Admin risen to level 5. And looking at the manual here, what are the benefits of having a higher admin level? Well, it seems like we're going to gain extra service tax, which translates to money for the zones, so that's helpful. And whenever we gain another admin level, we gain fate stratagems, which we did this turn, so that makes sense. Also, the admin level, as well as other things, will determine the max level you can have for assets. So having this one is a good thing. Let's go back to the letterbox. We got this one here, new stratagems generated. Commercial project. Let's look at that. The commercial project is here under zones. Looking at the manual, this seems to be a special card that you gain from a faction. And we get it because we have access to the free market feat, regime feat. Let's go ahead and do it, because we don't have a level 3, or you couldn't use it. Although, if we keep it for another city, another zone we create, how about that? Maybe that is better. We're already doing very well in Hexapeak. We could think about getting another zone. We have 111 here. If we go over to the west here, there's Roseworth, Pippidorf. This would be quite far away and close to the ocean here. Maybe put it here, next to the ocean. So we could have a port here. That is tempting. In order to get a new zone, you have to have a building, though. There's no building here. I could create something and then transform that into a zone. Anyway, let's go back to the reports. Elite Quality Party News. They are pleased. Oh, yeah, look at this. Yeah, speaking of which, they have been awarding us a faction stratagem commercial project. Okay. Syndic Union News. Ollie Jackson adapted to the Syndic Union. His profile meritocracy has increased. He's now at plus level. Okay, let's look at the decisions. Motion, the number of hexes on which we have recon reaches 750. They would have increased from 694 to 750. We have till round 31. We could do it. I know we have another spy. We could spy somewhere. We can move down south. I'm going to accept it.
Affirmative.
They're pleased. Elite equality increased by 2. Stock auction, it gets more and more expensive here.
Yes, sir.
Okay. We'll go to the next turn. Round 21. We killed 600 infantry. We lost 100. It's up there in the north. We gained curiosity. That's a regime feat. Mindy Allen says research complete, university. So now we can build both the hospital and university if we need to. 4 new stratagems, bonus, 0 retirement, decreased sales tax, and another spy. Trade, and plea of friendship. Get recon on more hexes. Peter is saying, yeah, I know, Peter. We are working on that. We can go into our report. Let's go to the dashboard. 230 now. That is looking very good. Yeah, the numbers went up. Look at that. 45, 68. It's going to go much quicker now. Do we want now to get another council? I'm thinking we do. Because we have the possibility to use it. Let's look at the urgent issues. Negative credit cash flow. We're at 13. We gotta make sure we sell then. Treasury cash flow says negative 22. Now we can always increase the income tax. It feels like we could do that because right now, extremely high happiness. I may want to play one of those cards. Let's look at the stratagems. So we could go from 20% to 30% using this one. They have to roll a die 70 here. We have 1d100 plus 40. We only have one of those cards. I'm going to go ahead and do it. Let's go and see what happens.
Affirmative.
Failure. He really tried, did not manage to sort out the paperwork. So, rolled 56. Okay, we lost that card. Well, in that case, we don't have too many options. I don't want to run negative here. So let's go back out of here. And let's go to trade. What can we do? Looking at our inventory, we could sell food. We're losing 44 here. Rare earth metals, we have 183 right now. 12.9 credits each. I think this one is... Oh, no, that's to buy. Sell. 4.66. It's still good. Before we sell, let's take a look at our production of the oil refinery. How is it going here? 1 turn left. We have all of the supplies that we need. So in that case, let's go ahead and trade. And we'll sell some... Let's not sell all of it. We'll keep... Should we keep 5 back? Or keep 5 back?
Affirmative.
So 89 in revenue. So now we have 102. That's better. And I think we'll be fine money-wise because this will produce, Roseworth will produce quite a bit of fuel that I think we can sell. Right now, if we were to sell fuel, 0.78. Actually, not that high, is it? Rare earth metals are much more valuable. What we can do as well, we can set up maybe some trade agreement with other factions. Like over here, we could do that. That is a possibility. And we can obviously sell, like we said. So we'll probably focus on that first. And then we'll see how far down we have to go. Or how far down we go with our income there. Well, I don't think we looked at the history, did we, here this round? Let's look at that. 22 steps. So they're moving around here. And they attacked there. Okay. We lost 100. They lost 600 rifle militia. So now we should have pretty good recon on them, I think. If you go back to the map and look at them, no, 55, not that good. If you look at the Free Folk Marauders, what do they have? 31 in defense, 17 in attack. Now, we have our first independent infantry battalion with 1,000 line troops too, so that succeeded there. There's a Techno Mage as well, which is great. Anyone attacking them suffers 50% penalty in their attack. So if I were to attack now, can I do that here? Well, I can, obviously, but is it good enough? No, probably not. 32, but it's not 32 in there, right? It's 26 or something like that, so it's not going to be exactly like... it's not as bad, the odds, is what I'm saying. If we were to add with these in, not quite enough, right? And our supplies here are okay. but not fantastic. I'm going to move up here. The machine guns are staying put there. The machine guns are down to 4. We have 400 AMGs here. If I go to the capital, I mean to the SHQ, and we'll go ahead and create replacement troops, we need 100 machine guns. I'm going to go ahead and produce those. That will cost me 2 metal, 3 industrial points, and 100 reserves. We'll produce 2, so we have them available. They're going to be sent out next turn. Leave them here, right? Yeah. I could move up there. Here, yep. Let's go up here. And we'll see if we can surround him now. We're going to the blue area here. There. Okay, we'll leave them there, I think. Sending down the Galactic Republic unit. I think they're going to be good in the forest. We can leave them there. We'll leave these on... I think I'm going to put them back at home. We have 2 motorized units there. There's 1 more motorized here. I'm going to leave them here on the west coast to support anything we're going to do there. And didn't we say we had a regime feat? Let's look at the letterbox again. We gained curiosity. Let's look at that as well. So profile, curiosity, this one. There are more and more individuals in your population which are open to new ways of thinking and living. Benefits, cultural adjustment bonus 40%, unlock stratagem, fluid defense. This one here, we might get this one. Cultural adjustment bonus. I'll have to see what that actually does, so I have to look it up, I think. Okay, so that takes care of that. We have a couple of decisions to make. National budget allocation. You know, before we do that, do we want to get another council? I think getting a diplomatic council would be good, because as I'm reading it, we need that to be able to make trade deals. Let's call up Peter Nelson.
Standing by for orders.
New organization.
Yes,
it's going to cost us quite a few political points, which we have. And let's see here. So the diplomatic council I'm looking at here, maybe what we're talking about there is the Foreign Affairs Council. Let's assume that is it and get that.
Yes, sir.
And we'll see what that means next turn. And we have new options for Economic Council task priorities, discovery or research. Doing both feels like it's pretty good. This seems like it will work so far. We'll leave it at that. So no changes.
Order acknowledged.
Economic Council research objective. Barracks or nothing at all. We'll take barracks.
Order acknowledged.
National budget allocation. Here it is. What do we do with that? We have the Foreign Affairs Council here. 17%. Economic Council for research, right? Model design is for getting new models, which we do need that. I feel we should have this, right? Yeah. We'll leave it at this. No
Yes,
changes.
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, and that takes care of the different councils. Looking at the map, we own this now. We haven't gone down south here yet. We're pushing them back because I'm only seeing them here. Let's take this. We know there's a refugee camp and there is more ruins up there as well. So we'll go for that before we head on south. Anyway, guys, that will have to do it. Well, wait a minute. Let's not stop just yet. Let's send in a spy here, actually. Covert ops. We have 2 of them, actually. And we're going to pick a target. We're going to pick this zone here. Non-aligned forces. Yep, that's down there. 45 difficulty. And he should make it, right?
Yes, sir.
Difficulty was 45. He rolled 91. That's Sago. So next turn we should be able to see more here. Anyway, that will do it, guys. I'll come back next time. We'll play more. Bye.